Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks, a weekly edutainment and knowledge sharing program at Live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the field that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes local talent in the country that contribute wealth of knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I'm your host Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer DJ Saleh, for an hour bringing you knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman FM Radio FM 90.4. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is about one of the leading art and digital media company in Oman. What is it called? Proshots. Proshots, that is a local art and digital media company that is making grounds in the Sultanate. Launched few years ago as a photo shooting house, but today already a group of company under the brand Pro Group owning the shots. Pro Design, Pro PR, and Pro Events. What's the secret behind the success of this Omani brand? Well, my guest today is behind this group, and his name is Rami Al Lawati. Rami is the founder and owner of Pro Group. He is a bachelor's degree of accounting holder from Australia and an MBA graduate from UK. As a founder of the Pro Group, he also owns 4 companies, namely Proshots, Pro Design, Pro PR, Pro Events, and recently Ice Cream Mama. Rami's business claims as the single source provider for art and digital media, and works with all types of clients, from small businesses and franchises to advertising agencies and large corporations. Today, he is with us here to share with us about his entrepreneurial journey and success with the Pro Group. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sami. How are you doing today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah, Tariq. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well.
Thanks for having me here today.
No, the pleasure is mine. Not only the pleasure is mine, Rami. Today, when I went ahead and posted about the interview about you, not only a number of fans that I have online, a number of people that I work with, a number of friends. In fact, I just got a call right now. Someone is asking, why are we late today? We just started few minutes, but why are we late? You know why? It's because they want to listen from you and learn from you, Rami.
I hope I'm up to their expectations.
How does it feel to be a successful entrepreneur?
Why lie? It feels good.
MashaAllah. I'll tell you one thing, Rami. Actually, I can relate this personally because a number of years ago, we're talking more than probably 6 or so, I and my family were looking for a place to take photos with my kids and family. So what we said, let us go and look for one of the houses that would take the photos, funky photos and stylish. And then the name Proshots came to us, and we say, let's go and visit it. Till date, these photos are being framed in the house, and the reason is because of the quality, the style of photos you have, mashallah.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you were one of the very happy customers.
Yeah, I'm sure one and many are there.
We have a lot of them, alhamdulillah.
How did it start?
Okay. How it started, I liked photography. I was a freelancer. Okay. I used to capture my friends' wedding nights without any charges. Out of Sudan, I saw the number of calls start getting more and more. At that time I was working as a full-time employee as an accountant in Oman.
Okay.
Just after my bachelor's. Then I decided, I like it, but this is getting tiring and costly also because I'm taking all the costs, I'm taking all the headache. So I decided to put minimal charges.
Okay.
the calls tripled. Why? Because everyone was embarrassed to call. Now they can call, and because they know there is a service provided again, and
Wow.
you have to pay against it. So they were very happy about it.
Okay.
I started that for a while. Then I decided, oh, this is what I like, and this is what I would like to do, and this is what makes me happy and passionate about it. Why I'm stuck in a room doing something. Accounting is a very interesting field, but I'm more of an outgoing person. I like to interact with people. I found this is conflicting with my knowledge and what I want to do, so I decided to continue my education just to be able to work in the field that I like to work in.
Okay.
I went for my master's in business administration. Actually, I had two options: either go for photography or go for master's MBA. Then I decided to go for a master's in business administration because I got an advice from one of the very successful entrepreneurs from the family, and he said, Rami, do you want to be a photographer for the rest of your life, or do you want to have photography business? He's like, I want to have, and I would like to expand my portfolio. Then he's like, go for MBA, then take courses about photography. And that's exactly what I did. I took very lot of intense courses. I came back and I started Proshots, and I quit Oman.
MashaAllah. I really respect that. That advice reminds me of, in fact, Steve Jobs, which is given an advice to the CEO of Pepsi and saying, would you like to keep selling sugar, watered sugar, or want to go and change the world? And he went to change the world. And MashaAllah, you are on the right direction. Inshallah.
Thank you.
I'll tell you an incident that has happened. I don't know whether you remember, but I'll tell you. I used to work for, of course I still work for Ooredoo, but I was looking after the corporate affairs department.
Yes.
We had over 6 companies that have approached us for photographies. And I remember very at those days with the team that are with me, Hussein and so on, I looked at it and I said, this is an Omani, let's take them to join us. And since then, that days, and I remember, and I'm sure till date they're following it up, that decision has lived up to the promise because of your quality.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. You deliver quality. That's what I think about you, MashaAllah. It's simply a quality.
Exactly. That's what we try to focus on, and we'll definitely we'll try to provide the best quality, but at a very affordable or very reasonable price.
Would you say that passion is what drove you to open up Proshots?
For sure. No doubt. No doubt.
So your advice for entrepreneurs or someone that would like to open up a business is that do not open a business unless you are passionate, or you are. What do you say about that?
I'll ask you a question, Tariq.
Yeah.
How long of the day you spend at work?
8 hours is
minimum.
Minimum. I can give you
Minimum.
more.
Yeah.
I could give you more.
Would you like to spend most of your life doing something you like or you don't like?
I like that. I like that. So do something that I like, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah.
The remaining of the day, you're having your me time or your family time, or you're sleeping.
True.
So the majority of the day goes into something, and it's your choice. Either you spend it in something you like, and you accelerate because you don't feel like you're working. You're just working. Oh, this is what I like, and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So you don't have a problem in waking up from the bed, even early morning. You don't have a problem driving to work, and you're so excited. You don't mind staying whenever you're finished. You go back home early, late, whenever you're done. I'm done for the day. I go home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 1 hour work. Sometimes it's just 21 hours. Sometimes 3 days you don't sleep. It's okay. You're happy.
Yeah. True. Very true.
And you give it all out. You give it all your heart, your mind, your soul, you interact the stuff that makes your dream come true.
How many hours do you work?
I'll keep that for myself.
But anyway, I think the best answer is I love doing what I'm doing.
No. I work on an average of 6 hours a day.
Okay.
I try not to go more than 8.
And you definitely not only earn what you used to earn when you're working for Amantel, but maybe get 10 or 20 or 30 guys as well.
Actually, I have more than 10 people paid more than what I used to get paid in Amantel.
MashaAllah. That goes without saying. MashaAllah. So when can I send you my CV then?
Please, answer the interview.
So how many companies, I know you, and you are known for the great brand that you have as Proshots, and that's what I've also personally worked with. But I've recently come to know that you have a group which is known as Pro Group. Could you please tell me about it?
What happened, Proshots was providing some other services, but the thing is there was no concentration on the other services because of whoever knows, you cannot market Proshots as providing event services. It started that way, but that's not the right way to go about it. We are into branding, and branding is the most important thing that we are advising others to do, and we have to do it first. So we decided, actually that came with the move, because we moved from Shati Qaram. That was a very, 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 one of the biggest moves that we did, because we bought our property in Jasmine Bill Complex in Khawair. And we have our proper setup there. And what we did, Pro Group is a 360-degree solution for any media requirements any company can have. Okay. Currently, what we faced, we used to provide videos for a lot of events, and the event is not managed well. So what happened? My work is judged because of other company failed to do their work right.
Ooh, ouch, ouch.
It used to hurt. It really hurts. It
impacts you as well.
It's your baby. I'm proud of every job I do. So everything we do, we are so proud of it. And when this happened and you see your video is not presented in HD quality, or the sound system is bad, or the audience, or it really hurts. So and because of our experience in event management and all, so we decided to do for the existing clients that we have for Proshots, we decided to give them those services to expand and check. And we did a good job that they're like, hey, listen, we would like to sign a contract for 2 years, 1 year, 3 years with you for all our events. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. It's about time to have a company. So that's why we changed our structure, and now it's a Pro Group.
MashaAllah, I really like that. Now, so now, apart from doing photos, as in Proshots only doing photography, you also do videography?
No, actually, Proshots used to be retail and corporate department. Okay. Retail department was doing the photos for the families and kids and weddings and all of that. Then the corporate department is for the photo production, video production for the corporate and the governmental sector.
Yes.
We decided in 2013, early 2013, that we would discontinue the retail department for us to be able to do the group.
So now you don't no longer do the photos. If I want to come with my family, you won't do that. Don't tell me.
Your case is different, but usually we don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we usually now we have stopped that, yes, because of the expansion plan. And also we thought that is better for the organization as a long term. Yes, for short term we had to take a hit because that was very fruitful department, very fruitful department. But one of the senior someone from the government asked us that the new generation, they're graduating and they're not finding opportunities because Proshots was dominating most of the market share, especially in weddings and all. So they said if you can let go and you focus on the bigger stuff and all. So I think I like that advice, and we thought about it, and we had a lot of meetings about it, and I think we did it.
Alhamdulillah, that's very good.
And we let go that, and also all of our equipments, most of our 95% of our equipments were sold to other SMEs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so other SME into the photography and video photography, and who in the retail business, we invited them and we sold at a very minimal price, and some stuff we let go for free just to support them so they can stand on their feet and we can continue our journey.
That's very good. That's a very noble cause. How many employees do you have? You started with yourself first thing.
Yeah. I started as a freelancer with my camera, and now, alhamdulillah, we're more than 20, but 20 to 23, I'm not sure.
MashaAllah, from a passion to having a camera, to starting up a company, and now has a group. That is Rami, ladies and gentlemen, that is the founder of Pro Group. What are your services? So someone comes to you and said, Rami, what are your services?
Yeah, Proshots is into video production. So that includes the 3D animation, special effects, video production, short film. We concentrate on short films. We don't we also do 3D animation, as my wife has masters in 3D animation special effects from the UK. So she's we are really trying to put the creativity and the passion and speed. I'm very happy to announce that in the last 6 years we never missed a deadline for any corporate or governmental work. Alhamdulillah, we really worked on that from our deep heart. Also, that's from the that's Proshots. Then Pro Design is into branding and designing and printing. Pro Events into event management, and Pro PR is into social and traditional PR.
Public relations.
Yes.
Okay, and I can attest on the speed that you guys have is quality, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
You said your wife is also into 3D designing. The question is she part of the business?
She's my partner. We are 50-50 at home and in the office.
Mashallah. And how does that feel?
It feels really good.
Oh,
it was
good.
very challenging at the beginning, honestly, till you find a way how not to mix work at home and home at office. So it took us around a year to find the point where we can work around together, and since then I think that was one of the best decisions we took, I think.
Alhamdulillah. So 2 questions, which I'm sure it's on the heads of a lot of our listeners. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call in is 24602058. I repeat again, that's 24602058. If you have any questions, of course, if I'm not going to ask them, then please call in live. You have Rami with me here. The question that I have is, your wife, have you met her before you started Proshots or after? Question 1. Question number 2 was, did you invite her to join you in the business, or was it something that you both said, no, we like it, let's do it together?
No, actually, the first question, we got married just before our masters. We got married in July, September. We went for our masters, came back and I started the business. She went to her job.
Okay.
She was a lecturer at Higher College of Technology.
Okay, mashallah.
And then the business started growing, so I invited her to come, though we had to pay a very big bill because we had to break the contract with the government of her the scholarship, and we had to pay around 30,000 riyal for that.
Wow.
Back to the government, and but we had to take that decision because at the end of the day, it was her call of what makes her happy. So I had to support her in that.
Yeah. No, I respect her, and that was definitely a right move and right decision.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
There you go, couples and future business owners. You got it from Rami, so if he can do it, you can do it as well. Tell me one thing. I know the experience of photography was in you already. You had it in you before, and it's your passion. But what about business now?
I started working in family businesses and all since grade 8.
MashaAllah.
Every summer for 2-3 months I used to be in also a lot of credit goes to him, my uncle Hassan Ali Jawad. He's the founder of managing director and partner of United Securities.
Okay.
United Securities is one of the leading brokerage firm in Oman, and so every summer we used to go for 2 months, 3 months, work there as just to keep myself busy during summer. And I started trading in stock markets and all because of me working there and listening to the talk. And since then, I did not stop.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break right now for Adhan al-Maghrib, and we return, ladies and gentlemen, with our interview with Rami and Proshots Success. Proshots or Pro Group. I keep on saying Proshots is because of the brand that is close to my heart as well, because I've got, as I said, personal experience working with it from my company personally. But Pro Group is the name of the company. I mean, Rami is a big man himself over here.
Thank you.
Rami, mashallah, before the music break, we spoke about your starting, and you said you worked for your uncle's company before at your age of 8 years old.
Yeah, grade 8.
Grade 8, sorry.
Grade 8.
Yes.
I started every summer going there. Then I started trading in stock market from savings from idea savings. And
Okay.
instead of I remember Allah yarhamha, my mom used to tell me, this is some small money, but you go learn from it. Even if you lost, it's, you're investing on yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So I started, buying and selling, losses from here, little bit profits from there. At the end of the year, I lost everything.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I learned a lot. I started knowing, understanding how other organization, bigger organization, and guess what? This will really help me in the future once we speak about Ice Cream Mama.
MashaAllah. In fact, before I go to that, which is a very important topic, now the learning, you're saying that people before getting into entrepreneurship or also before getting a workplace, it's good for them to work in other businesses when they're young, even when they're doing their schools, right?
For sure. Every time you work, honestly, I congratulate the people who work in a bad environment or in tough time. They're having tough time at work. I congratulate them.
Yeah.
You know why? I'll tell them, thank you. You're not happy, but guess what? You are reviewing every second of your life, your career and your future, and you are challenging yourself, and you are not giving up because you're happy in that environment. Let it go and I'll be there for the rest of my life. For 30, 50 years I'll be there. But instead you're challenging it. You're trying to find exit, you're finding alternatives, and your learning curve is to the max. This is my theory. This is not related. I didn't read anywhere this, so please don't. I'm not quoting anyone for that. I from my experience, wherever I did not enjoy my work, I realized that I learned from the bad experience way more than the good experience.
MashaAllah. That's
Yeah,
really good. That's
yeah.
really good and very wisdomatic. In
Yeah.
fact, now Ice Cream Mama. Two things I have. First thing, this is a new business that you started up.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's you're the full owner of this business, right?
Again, it's 50-50.
And with your wife.
With my wife.
Which is together,
Yeah.
mashallah.
Yeah.
Ice Cream Mama, the name.
Okay, I'll tell you a small story. In 2012, we had a very major problem in Proshots. We did some projects with some entities, and they decided not to pay us on time for whatever reason. And I was chasing for my money after delivery tomorrow, next week, This stretched for a year. I went to one of the commercial banks to get the facility against the contract. They gave me the facility and they said within a week time you will get it back in your account. It took them 3 months. In that 3 months, I went terribly in very bad financial shape.
Okay.
And we were very, very close to shut down the business and start looking for jobs. And seriously, that's what we wanted to do, and that was in 2012, by the way.
Okay.
Then I went to my wife. I'm like, Huda, I know we're going through very, very tough times. We have two options: either close and give up and start working, or what we can do is let's look for a nice cash business. They're like, okay, what do you think? My mom was doing. Sorry.
Okay.
So my mom used to make this ice cream, and what do you call it? My mom used to make this ice cream at home. She taught me, and then me and my wife for a year or more, every day in the kitchen, trying to make new recipes and reading about it, and we came up with the 22 flavors.
I look forward to know more about the flavors. Let's just a quick break and return to our program again.
The airline that flies to more countries than any other airline is now flying to America for exclusive prices. For more details, please visit TurkishAirlines.com. Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
Our universe is filled with secrets and mysteries. Many questions to be answered. We find ourselves searching for those answers at the very fabric of science and society. And for the very first time,
So it was all about the ingredients that you've created and went out and created the ice.
Yeah, special thanks go to my mom, definitely,
Mashallah.
when she taught me about the ice cream, and then me and my wife came up with the other 22 or flavors, and now we are in the process of franchising Ice Cream Mama. In 2 years time we opened 5 branches in Oman.
Okay.
That's all owned by us, and now we are franchising. We're working with a very big consultancy company from America.
Okay.
They're working on our structure to franchise Ice Cream Mama. We'll start first in GCC,
Wow.
then
Mashallah.
our plan is Asia, Europe, then America.
That's what I call thinking big.
Yeah,
Mashallah.
alhamdulillah.
Mashallah.
Our next, once we finish the franchising process, our plan for the first 5 years is 165 branches in the GCC.
Okay. Which of the companies that you have is the most successful ones, or the ones that you like and you say, this is my baby?
Do
Is
you
it
have
Proshots?
Do you have a favorite baby?
I like that. I like that.
Do you have
No.
one?
Yeah.
I don't
no,
too.
No, I like that.
I
Mashallah.
like all my babies.
Mashallah, fantastic. That's really good one.
Yes.
Now, tell me one thing. Many people look very up to you, mashallah, Rami, and they and today's program, we also would like, apart from looking at your successful journey and looking at how you started and where you are today, could you please share with us or give us some tips or your advice on entrepreneurs, the future entrepreneurs? What would they do? What they should not do? What kind of characteristics they should have? And any of those in under the umbrella of entrepreneurship.
As we mentioned before, do whatever you're passionate about. That's number 1. Number 2 is you have to like what you do. Not only passionate, you have to love it. You have to live it. You have to imagine it. You have to have a plan and goal. And a lot of students that, they come speak to me, they're like, Rami, I don't know, I have this idea, I have that idea. I'm like, did you do a plan for it? They're like, no, if you have nothing on paper, go home. Go sleep. You're not doing nothing. You're just talking. You have to have a plan, and that plan will eventually will lead you to another plan, and in the planning stage you might end up doing a business that was not even part of your strategy at all. That will be one of the outcomes that you might face. Now, about being an entrepreneur or not, the person has to revise and review himself and see, yes, I want to be an entrepreneur. No, I want to be, am I a good follower? Am I a good leader? First of all, if I'm a good follower, then definitely there is a different path, successful path. They're both right. It's not that this is better than the other one. There's a lot of misunderstanding that people who work are bad and no, actually you have to find yourself, and you're really a good leader, and you're passionate, and you have that passion, and you have the power not to give up, because the road of entrepreneurship can be really bumpy.
Roller
right?
coaster as well.
Definitely. I was telling the students this example. Listen, you want to go to point A to B, and there are 2 ways. One is flat road, which everyone takes, but there is, which will take you wherever everyone reaches. But there is another way, off-roading, which is really bumpy ride. But remember, you reach wherever not everyone reached.
Mashallah.
The decision is yours. Where do you want to be? You see yourself wherever everyone is, please take the straight road and relax and enjoy the ride. If you are wanting to reach to the place that no one else reached, then guess what? You have a bumpy ride to go for. And this can take a year, it can be 5 years, it can be 10 years, could be anything that takes for you to reach to that point. And that feeling is not describable.
Fantastic. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing of successful and achievement comes easy, and it comes from a successful entrepreneur yourself, Rami, on the journey of entrepreneurship. Tell me one thing. Proshots, or pro, you're using the word pro in all of your branding. What does it stand for? Professional?
Definitely.
And you see, I didn't know about it, but I said it because you are a professional.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
MashaAllah. Who are your clients? I know it's small businesses and the government as well. But I think you target...
I would say most of the governmental entities, all banks, all telecommunication companies in Oman,
Okay.
most of a lot of actually industrial sector we did not have very much yet. There's a lot of company startups, development expansion plans. We also do full campaigns for a lot of interested parties, and we have some. I think the structure of the organization makes it having something for everyone. So that's why our client base is it's a combination of everything. But for now, we are also concentrating on international expansion.
Okay.
We are trying to, we are seeking for methodology and researching how we can enter the neighboring countries to start with.
Okay. Is learning a business a must, a skill set, as in a knowledge, going to attend taking an MBA or learning about business or so on, a must before someone gets into entrepreneurship?
Education, you mean?
As a business, not education in generally. For business, someone to go and learn about business, how does business work, or take an MBA. Is it a must before someone gets into entrepreneurship and start a business?
For sure. First of all, you need to know how to market your product, so you need to have to know marketing. You need to know how to. You are in the business of making money, so you have to understand numbers. You are into the business of PR, and you are into the business of which will indirectly impact your business. You have to understand the qualities and measurements and So you'll have to understand the processes, the strat. You will need everything.
So apart from your technical knowledge, let's say petroleum, chemical, technology, whatever, you think business, as in general business, is important?
For sure. I'm telling you, thumbs up to... I'm telling one of the best decisions I took was when I decided to take a loan and go for my MBA.
Mashallah.
That was like one of the
great investments.
Best investment I did in my life.
Mashallah. That's great.
Yeah.
How do you market your business?
We tried almost all methodologies. We tried TV, radio, SMSs, email, direct emails. We have newsletters, social media platforms, you name it, basically. Sponsorship of events, speeches everywhere, radio interviews, as we are in one now. Definitely this impacts your businesses, because people, whoever does not know about you knows more, and whoever knows about you will know more. So we used most of the methodologies, and we try to strike for new methods, because the trends are changing. People are moving from reading newspapers and magazines to more online. To online. The traffic jam is increasing, so radio and so on. People want the advertisement to come to their phone, so SMSs. You know, so you have to see what you are trying to sell, and accordingly you'll form this marketing strategy for that specific product or company. Okay.
What keeps you running and always on the move for action? What motivates you?
That's what I like to do.
Passionate, of course. Passion is one. But what is there anything else that ignites you? Let's say competition, or reading about a certain personality, or someone from the family members maybe is pushing you, or you're pushing yourself. Is there, or maybe your wife says, Rami, let's go and make up the next big thing. What really motivates you, apart from your passionate into whatever you're doing?
Honestly, as we mentioned earlier, you always like to see your baby grows.
Oh, mashallah.
And definitely the financial rewards are very, very important and motivational in any business you do. Any business is not creating or not lubricant enough for the financial, from the financial side, then what's the use? Why you're spending your time on something? Yes, if you're in the stage of doing stuff for pleasure, then that's a different thing, different story. But for young entrepreneurs who are starting their career, definitely their financials should be up to the level.
Tell me your relation with Rafid and your experience so far.
Rafid experience was amazing, honestly. Rafid did a great job. at least I'll share my experience. I'm sure yesterday they announced they have funded more than 1,000 company of a total portfolio of 34 million or so.
Wow.
So
In Oman,
in a year.
Yeah. Okay.
In a
Wow.
year,
Yeah,
they funded 34 million to SMEs. That's some huge achievement to me. To me, I'm like, every time I see the team in Rafad, I salute them. I'm like, guys, all the hard work is paying off.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, and a lot of we are going through this the symposium days of Sayh al-Shamikhat and all. So this week, even definitely people have positive and negative side, but every time a negative point goes to them, it's they're with the answer with a smile and confident. This is not us. This is someone else who did not do his job right.
But we as
Rafad, and they're very justifiable, and I think they're doing a very good job. About my experience with them, it was a very nice experience. I applied once I got the appointment. I finished my presentation. Next day I got a letter of acceptance.
Wow. Was it at the beginning of a Rafid as they started as an initiative, or recently?
And this is the case since the beginning. It's just now, because I'll tell you what happens, which is normal case. You know how marketing and word of mouth works. When initially I applied, it was very beginning. So you could have get the appointment in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, right?
Obviously.
Now you get it in a longer period of time, which I'm not sure how long. Why? Because the queue.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
You cannot prioritize what Fulano and this guy and you prioritize. This is not fair. And they're trying to say, hey, number, there you have a number, you have a serial number, your number will come, don't worry. It just matter. And if you are really in the business, man, and you cannot wait for 2 months and 3 months, then sorry, man, I think you should not be in business. You're just excited.
You're just excited. There's a free money giving away.
Exactly. This is something to consider. Unless if you have an urgent job or something, that's not the fund for you. This is for a long-term relationship, and to build a long-term relationship, definitely you need some time.
What do they offer you for people who go in? You said for the next day, you just went on a presentation, and the next day they found your idea is good. Boom. They called you, Rami, we've got the funds ready for you.
Yes.
Now, what is the ranges of what do they offer? Any organization.
They have a cap of 100,000 riyals.
They have a cap of 100,000 riyals.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it something that they give it to you with some kind of monitoring and administration?
A
lot of that.
Yeah. No. What they do, they make sure that they fund you. Then they come for site visits. They come and check your financials. You have to submit your audited financials. They give you 15 months of gross period where you don't have to pay back the loan.
15 months.
15 months. And guess what? Those 15 months are no interest. So if you decided to return your money, it's okay. You're done.
That's very good.
You close the chapter, pay your insurance, and thank you very much.
Within 15 months?
Yeah.
And after that, what is the interest at?
2%.
Wow, and the banks take something like 6 or 7 or so?
Depends. Let's not talk about the commercial bank.
But you wouldn't advise that?
Well, no. I advise everything. I advise banks. I advise Rafad. I advise Sharaka. I advise everything.
Okay.
You know why? Because every entity, every one of them has pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
Every one of them has, some of them have higher limits. That sometimes 100,000 riyal
is just
not
nothing.
True. Currently 100,000 riyal is really very low to establish a very strong
organization.
Because life is becoming really expensive. So 100,000 riyal to some organizations is not enough. So they have to have alternative solutions. Otherwise, you will be in a deep problem as a country. You have to have options, and all the options which we mentioned earlier, and there are more, they're all doing really well. They're all being able to fund entrepreneurs from small and medium enterprises. Yes, I don't want to get into how much percentages and who is doing well and who's doing bad. That's not off our topic. But I think being there It's good. It's very healthy for the economy.
Alhamdulillah. Can anyone go and apply for it, or?
For sure, there are some conditions where you have to be a full-time entrepreneur. You should not be working for anyone. And guess what? They don't ask you to quit your job. You apply, you get the acceptance. For you to get the money, then you can go resign.
Okay.
And part of your plan, you can put your salaries for a year. So if things don't go as per the plan, go back to go look for a job
and pay them back, obviously.
Pay them back in 15 years.
After 15 years.
No,
15 months.
No, 15 months you don't pay nothing. Then you pay in a period of 15 years. So the installment is not heavy. If things don't go well and you had to lose all the money, then you'll pay whatever hundreds of riyals every month will be deducted from you to clear the checks.
Yeah, to clear the checks.
15 years.
I think this is fantastic.
It's like, I'll tell you something. I was telling advice. Like people sometimes, before the existence of all this, I used to, a long time ago, I'm like, my friends used to come to me, I have a project in my mind, but the only problem, I don't have the capital, which we hear it every day, million times, right? This is the excuse that everyone uses, right? The easiest, blame someone and khalas, get out of it. So they say we don't have the capital. I'm like, how much you need? They're like 10,000 riyal or 15,000 riyal. I'm like, what car you're driving? He's like Lexus or whatever car, worth of 15,000 riyal. I'm like, you decided to pay for your entertainment 15,000 riyal, and because everyone is doing it, you said it's fine. Right?
Yeah, good point.
But to invest the same amount of money through a personal loan while you're working, and the bank is willing to give you with the same interest, and you pay it back 15,000 riyal in a couple of years, you said no because I don't know. I don't have capital. I don't come from rich family. Guess what? You know how I started, by the way, Tariq? I started with a personal loan against my salary in Amantel. I took that loan. Half of it went for my master's. 10,000 riyal I lost in lands. I bought a land and I lost 10,000 riyal honestly on it. Remaining, it was around 15,000 riyal. I opened Proshots with it.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
And I'm still paying for the loan. For my masters and for my startup car, everything.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. In many years, you'll be bringing many, many cars with you. I'll tell you that. MashaAllah. I can say that. I repeat again.
Alhamdulillah.
When I met you during the Uridu days, I've seen that. And I see it today even bigger, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Who is your mentor and your role model?
Hassan Ali Jawad. Hassan Ali Jawad, my uncle. And I'm telling you, man, without him, I could not have reached halfway through.
MashaAllah.
Honestly, I'm meeting him even today at 7 o'clock. I hope he's hearing me now. I hope, and I would definitely would like to thank him on air.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbi. That's really good. What is your next venture or step?
Now I think our next big thing will be franchising Ice Cream Mama. Imagine. Look, opening 165 branches in 5 years, it won't be an easy job.
Yeah, it won't be.
It won't be an easy job.
But you've got an aim, it will happen, inshallah.
And I'll have to have the right team, the right man, the right plan, the right, and it was possible. It is very possible. Part of that, we are very open. Actually, in our new structure, you know what I did? It's really good for the young entrepreneurs. A lot of young entrepreneurs, they're very good at the technical side. Okay, I know this, I know that, but I don't know everything else. What we are providing as a service now, that in the new head office we have done in the mother company, we have mother company, then we have the media company. So if you go in the mother company, we provide one of the services where we have accounts, legal, HR, marketing, network in the country. We have built it in a very nice strategic way, where if you have an idea and you don't know how to start it, you come there, we give you an office, we give you a computer, you start your business as a partnership, and we also help in funding.
Oh, very good.
So what? Well, I don't. We don't. We try to give them a full solution environment without. They don't have to pay for their offices. They don't have to pay for internet, phones, nothing. Everything is provided.
MashaAllah.
With the network, and just make it happen.
I like that. That's like a mini raft inside your office.
Well, it's not a mini raft. It's raft. They're big guys. You know?
You're being humble.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So this way, I think a lot of ventures that what used to stop us, that okay, we will start, but we have to pay rent. Oh, that's getting risky. Now we have space for that.
Alhamdulillah. Very good. Very good. Anything you wish to share to our audience before end of our program today?
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. The path of entrepreneurship can be really tough.
And the roller coaster.
I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm telling you, I'm awareing you that bad days, you won't enjoy the good days without the bad days. And when the bad days come, 95% of the people give up. 5% of the people don't decide not to give up, and they make it. And by the way, till now I go through stages that I want to almost give up, but I stay strong, and I wish everyone stays strong for the good of you, for the good of Oman, and for the good of everyone around you.
Rami said, ladies and gentlemen, never give up. Let me repeat that again. Never give up. If Thomas Edison has failed 10,000 times, and if Rami has gone through a lot of roller coasters, but today he's one of the great successful people in the country, you can do it too. Rami, thank you very, very much for joining us today here on Oman Radio FM 90.4 to share about your successful journey, and I wish you you and your wife Huda, the very, very best and successful at all times, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Tariq, and thanks again for having me. And definitely we're looking forward to work together.
Inshallah. Not only work, I want to come and take the photographs with my
and
family.
don't forget your CV, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'll do
You
that.
already forgot, man.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. I wish you all a happy and a pleasant week. See you next week again at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Ma'as salama.